on, boys and girls? Rob Cheek here, aka the Nerdy Athlete, and today I'm just going to be going over some football picks for this weekend's upcoming matchups. And this weekend, I'll be honest with you, is filled with a bunch of kind of just sucky games. To be honest, there's not really any good games playing this weekend, other than about two or three. The rest of them are going to be trash games. Nobody's really going to care about them or want to watch them because they're either going to be A, blowouts, or B, they're just teams that nobody really cares for. So unless you go to school there, you're not going to want to watch them. So I'm going to try to just go over the teams in the top 25 and their games this weekend because some of the other games are trash. So we'll start off Friday. UCF number 18 plays against Cincinnati at 8 o'clock on ESPN. I'm going with the Knights on that one. They've only had like one loss in the past, or two losses in the past 3 years, so got to go with the Knights on that one. No, they're not national champions. No, they're not, Power 5 caliber, but they'll beat Cincinnati easily, I think. And then Saturday, you start off, you got LSU at home against Utah State. Now, LSU has been looking really good this year. They haven't had the defense that they've had in years past, but their offense is looking like a whole new animal. So I'm going with LSU beating Utah State easily by like 30 points. That's one of the blowout games I was talking about. And then you got number 6, Oklahoma, playing at Kansas. And that's going to be another blowout. Kansas just really can't. I mean, Kansas has gotten better over the few years, and especially this year since Les Miles is over there. He's getting them turned back around, but they're not where they need to be yet. They're not going to compete with Oklahoma. And they just got blew out by TCU this past weekend, and TCU is not really that good, to be honest. Let's see. Then you got number 8, Wisconsin, playing at home against Kent State, and that's going to be a blowout. Wisconsin's going to look to get back on track after that less than stellar performance they had against Northwestern this weekend, only beating them by like 8 points. So I think Wisconsin's going to get the blowout this weekend at 12 o'clock noon on ESPNU. And you got number 12, Penn State, at home against Purdue. Penn State looked good this past weekend against Maryland, blew them out. I think they're going to do the same to Purdue, maybe a little worse. Then this is the first marquee matchup of noon. You got number 14, Iowa, at number 19, Michigan. It's going to be a good game, I think. I'm going to do a college football talk episode on that, so I'm not going to give you my pick right here. But if you want to get my pick on that, stay tuned for later this week. I'm going to post a video. Then you got number 21, Oklahoma State, playing at Texas Tech. Texas Tech doesn't look too good right now. They haven't really been the same since Patty Mahomes left for the draft, so I think Oklahoma State get that win. Let's see, a bunch of trash games. Then you got the marquee game of 3:30 on CBS. You got number 7, Auburn, at number 10, Florida. That's going to be another good game, and I'm going to do another college football talk on that one. So, like I said, for Auburn, or for Iowa and Michigan, come back later and watch my video on that. Then you got number 9, Notre Dame, playing at home against Bowling Green. That's going to be a blowout. Notre Dame wins that one. Then you got number 11, Texas, at West Virginia. Texas is going to blow them out. Their offense is so good. I mean, their defense needs a little help, but their offense is looking good. Let's see, some more trash games. Another game that's not in top 25 is Air Force and Navy. That'll probably be a pretty good game. I always like to watch those games, whether it's Army versus Navy or Air Force versus Navy, or any of the games between the armed forces here in the U.S. I enjoy watching that because they get pretty jacked up. Let's see here. You got number 3, Georgia, at Tennessee. This might will be a death penalty for Tennessee. They're going to beat the daylights out of Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee might come out off their bye week playing with their hair on fire, but they come out there with Michael Jordan and the Space Jam team on their team, and they won't be able to beat nobody. They looking terrible this year. I mean, everybody they played blew them out other than Chattanooga. I mean, come on, it's Chattanooga. And Georgia is looking good. They're going to just beat the dog piss out of them, honestly. And Georgia plays South Carolina next weekend, so I don't think they're going to be looking past Tennessee to South Carolina because South Carolina's not much better than Tennessee. Although South Carolina is better, but they're not. Georgia ain't got anything to worry about until it comes time to play Auburn. Or maybe Florida. It just depends. Let's see. And then the next marquee matchup for the nighttime game, 7:30 p.m. on ABC. Michigan State, number 25, against number 4, Ohio State. This is actually going to be a pretty decent game, I think. Ohio State, this is the first defense they're going to be playing against. That's worth the crap. But I still think they do what they do. Ohio State, with Justin Fields, man, they've been balling. But I'm going to do a college football talk on that. I want to get more in depth with it, but I'll just go ahead and give you a preview. Ohio State's going to win by a significant margin, I think. But yeah, if you want to get the details on it, come back and look at it later video. Then you got number 24 SMU playing against Tulsa. I don't even know why SMU's ranked. They're not that great. And Tulsa, nobody cares about them unless you live over there in Oklahoma. So obviously I'm going to SMU, but I don't really care about that game. This is kind of a crap bowl for the SEC. You got Vanderbilt at Ole Miss. You know, both those two teams have shown like inklings of light of offense against, you know, pretty good teams. Ole Miss scored a decent amount of points on Alabama, and Vanderbilt scored a pretty good amount of points on LSU. I think like almost 40, like 38 or something. So they both have, you know, decent squads, but neither one of them are very good. I don't think either one's going to win by more than a touchdown. But I'm going to go with Vanderbilt on that one. I think Vanderbilt gets the job done. Ole Miss is probably beat up after playing against Alabama. Then you got number 13, Oregon, playing against undefeated Cal. I mean, Cal is a little overrated. They're not ranked at all, but they're 4-0. But people are talking about, oh, Cal, they're going to probably win the Pac-12. I'm like, dude, they haven't played anybody yet. They have played nobody. And number 13, Oregon, they're going to get the job done. They played Auburn and came this close to beating Auburn. And Auburn's actually turned out to be a pretty good team this year with behind old Bo Nix and that great D-line they got. So Oregon's going to get the job done and give Cal its first loss in the season. And another kind of game that's not ranked is Duke at home against Pittsburgh. And, I mean, it's hard to pull against Duke, man. Every time you try to pull against them, they end up doing good. Even when they play Alabama, they held Alabama to 14 points a half. So Duke's a real quality team. And Pittsburgh, they're not terrible, but they haven't looked great. I know they gave UCF their first regular season loss in 2 years, but I mean, UCF's coming back on them. So I think Duke's going to get the job done. Let's see. That might be all. Oh, yeah, we got number 15, Washington, behind old Jake Eason. At Stanford, I think the former Bulldog quarterback is going to beat the crap out of these Stanford Christmas trees, I'll be honest with you. It ain't Christmas yet, and they ain't got a chance. And then Boise State, last game of the night against UNLV. I think Boise State gets another win against them. That's pretty much all we got for this weekend of college football. Like I said, stay tuned for my 3 marquee matchups this weekend. I'm going to do a college football talk on each of those. And I appreciate it. And y'all have a safe weekend and a great week at work or school. And Nerdy Athlete out.